Hey guys, Triple H Guy 2004, back here with part 2 of my Q&A vid. I got, about 15 more questions. At Devilsaholic, what was your favorite match of this year? Brock Lesnar versus CM Punk from SummerSlam. I really enjoyed this match. It was a great match. And that is why I just really enjoyed that match, and that's why I picked it. Josh Ulrich, a friend on Facebook. Do I like the McMahon versus Daniel Bryan angle? Yes. I really enjoy it. I've been really enjoying it. I really been enjoying Triple H as a heel in this. I think he plays well. Orton, I can, kind of push him in the background. But not that I don't like what Orton's doing. It's just I really don't really like Orton, and could care less what he's really doing, even though he's the WWE champion, and I should care. I think he's a great competitor, but it's just I think he's a prick, and I'll never think anything less of him. And then he asks, he says my father is a great man. If he could meet any wrestler, who would it be and why? My dad picked members of D-Generation X, HBK, Shawn Michaels, Triple H, Road Dogg, Billy Gunn, Road Dogg, Jesse James, Billy Gunn, and X-Pac. And he said even China, if that were the case. So, can't mean much bigger than that. Myself, I picked Triple H and The Undertaker. Those are two guys that I would love to meet. Throw HBK in there as well. So I'd really like to mount. Kelly, my friend Kelly Leonard, is the girl who appeared in the Mick Foley video with me. It was the other kid, asked a question in my part 1 video. His girlfriend, this is his girlfriend. She asked which member of the Shield has the most potential in the WWE. I think Dean Ambrose will be the biggest star out of the Shield. I think he's just got so much potential. Great wrestler, great and mic. We haven't seen much of him on the mic yet. I think he's got a long way to go. I also think Roman Reigns will be successful. I think all of them will be successful, but I think Dean Ambrose will be the most successful out of all of them. My friend on Twitter and on Facebook, London Hawthorne, and he has a Facebook page. He's been doing Facebook page, putting it all out there. He's doing a YouTube blog or vlog about him losing weight. He's doing a really good job. Keep it up, London. Just keep up that great work. London Hawthorne asks, what is my favorite DVD? The Stone Cold Steve Austin. I'll say Stone Cold Steve Austin, the greatest superstar of all time, Blu-ray. And I'm going to have to throw the new Triple H DVD and Blu-ray in there as well. I really enjoyed that. Who should get a DVD that hasn't already had one? Well, he asked who hasn't already had one. I said I'd like to see a really good DVD on RVD. Really put together some matches. Him talking about his career, people talking about his career. I'd really like to see that, even though he's had one DVD already. But that 5-star DVD wasn't that spectacular. I mean, there were some good matches on it, but I'm not really one to count down, and I know RBD talked about his career some, but he didn't really go in depth. I'd really like an in-depth one on RBD. And the other guy that I was going to think about was Goldust. I really like to see a DVD on Goldust. I mean, this guy has had a great career. Kind of one of those silent careers. He's never been the WWF champion, but he's always been a solid wrestler. Gone on the road. A lot of stuff happened with him and Terry Reynolds. I'd like to see them going, maybe what happened between them, and also, I'd like to see a DVD. I think they've done one on the Samoan Heritage, but not a full-blown one. I'd really like... I know they did that Families of Wrestling DVD. I think they were on it. But I'd like to see them go in depth, not just on The Rock, but all the Samoan wrestlers that have come down into WWE's way. over the years. HB at HBK Forever Kid on Twitter asks, "What is your favorite HBK versus Triple H rivalry?" I love the SummerSlam 2002 rivalry. I believe this is when he threw him into the he came back and he threw him into the Shawn Michaels through the windshield, and then Triple H, and then they had like a videotape set up to show who the perpetrator was, and it found out to be Triple H, and then they had their great match at SummerSlam 2002, their No Sanctioning match. She also asked, do I have a favorite DX match? I'd say Hell in the Cell, Shawn Michaels and Triple H taking on Vince and Shane and Big Show. I also chose Ted DiBiase Jr. versus Ted DiBiase and Cody Rhodes. Legacy versus Shawn Michaels and Triple H at a house show in Manchester, New Hampshire. Triple H and Shawn Michaels were the tag team champions. I'd never seen that live before, so that was cool. I got to see them as tag team champions live. My dad was there as well. Mr. Big Red 990, favorite 1990. Mr. Big Red 1990 asks, favorite Kane moment. I said his debut in 1997 when he ripped off the Hell in the Cell, and you hear Vince McMahon in the background, "It's gotta be Kane! It's gotta be Kane!" That was just a great moment, and I also picked Kane's rivalry with Shane McMahon. Just atrocious things that he did to him. They set each other on fire. He set the friggin' electrical cables from a battery up to his nuts. Electrocuted him. I remember that. Kane tombstone Linda on the steel steps. I really like this rivalry, so I picked that. Morgan Tyler 86 on Twitter. What's your favorite Survivor Series from 1987 to 2002? 2001 WCW Invasion was always one of my favorite Survivor Series. And it kind of held back my anticipation, not anticipation, but my fandom. It really put in my mind, maybe WWF can lose this, and maybe WWF's going out of business. It really did get me. They got me on that one. I also like this 97 Screwjob and the 1993 Survivor Series from the Boston Garden. Last pay-per-view to ever be held at the old Boston Garden. The main event was the Hart family versus Shawn Michaels and his Knights. The match wasn't that great, but just what happened between Owen Hart knocked Bret Hart off. This was the start of their rivalry that culminated at WrestleMania 10 and led to the steel cage match. This was what started all. Owen Hart knocked Bret off the apron and sent him into the ring, the barrier set up at ringside. So I always like that. Britain895 on Twitter. What is your favorite stable of all time? Four Horsemen, baby. Love the Four Horsemen. Even though I wasn't around, I saw a lot of tapes. I've seen a lot of stuff since then. And I saw them go in the Hall of Fame, so that's great. Four Horsemen. Ric Flair, Tully Blanchard, Arn Anderson. Four Horsemen, baby. Woo! Tully Blanchard, Ric Flair, Arn Anderson. Can't get any much better than that. Barry Windham, James J. Dillon as the manager. Can't get much better than that, baby. And I also like DX and Evolution as stables. My good friend and one of my favorite YouTubers, and probably the only female YouTuber that I watch. Her name is sorry if I butcher your name, Swanton X Girly X, Swanton Girly X on YouTube, or at Haley the Tiny on Twitter. If she asks if you could create a present tag team and a past tag team, which two superstars would you pair up and why? I thought she was asking which two superstars I would pair up, one from this era and one from yesteryear, to tag up now in present day WWE. So I'm going to answer it how she get it, and then I'm going to answer it how I thought I perceived the question to be. So I'm going to start with how I perceived it to be. Fantasy tag teams, Dean Ambrose and Cactus Jack. Cactus Jack and Dean Ambrose would be a great tag team. They both have an evil side to them, and Dean has great speed and great ring presence. So does Cactus Jack. Plus, he has experience, and it would be cool. Bray Wyatt and IRS Mike Rotendo. Father and son relationship. They know each other so well that they could, really do some great things as a tag team. I don't know if he could really go right now. He's a little old, but if it could happen and he could still go as he used to, Mike Rotendo and Bray Wyatt would be a great tag team. Damien Sandow and the genius Lanny Poffo. They both are great on the mic. They both act like they're smart asses, and could feed well off of each other. Could be a great tag team. Daniel Bryan and HBK Shawn Michaels, because HBK trained him, and what a storyline could be shared with us WWE fans in this as a tag team. And then the breakup could even be even better. CM Punk and Macho Man Randy Savage just would be epic tag team. Part 2 of the question. Name 2 present wrestlers and face them. Okay, okay, hold on. I got screwed up on this question. So 2 present superstars, Goldust and Dustin Rhodes, to face off against Road Dogg, Jesse James, and Badass Billy Gunn. I'm sorry, Haley, I screwed up your question, and I'm not even going to answer it, because I'm so screwed up on it. Okay, so she wanted to know 2 present tag teams from the past to go up against 2 present tag teams from today. Sorry, I screwed up your question, Haley. Cody Rhodes and Goldust to face DX, Road Dogg, Jesse James, and Badass Billy Gunn. That'd be a great tag match. IRS and Mike Rotendo and $1 Million Man versus Ambrose and Seth Rollins. That would just be a great tag match as well. So yeah, sorry Haley if I screwed up your question. At Chris Michaels 79 or Boston Fan 79 on YouTube asked, who is your favorite gimmick character of all time? My favorite gimmick character of all time, I'm gonna go with his answer, The Undertaker, baby. I mean, you just can't get much better than The Undertaker's been. From a member of my Job Corps wrestling, I called the Wing 1 wrestling crew. Wing 1 was the wing we were on. We all watched Monday Night Raw every Monday night. His name is Stephen Moody, good friend of mine. Who do you believe should be in the Hall of Fame that isn't, and why? As much as I hate the guy, couldn't really stand his career, I understand a lot of people want him in the Hall of Fame. So I will go with the Ultimate Warrior. I think he deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. I mean, he, if anybody like Coco Beware goes in there and all the people that they put in there, the Ultimate Warrior deserves his rightful place. Even though I personally don't like him. But, Mr. Paul JB444 on Twitter asks, what's your favorite WrestleMania besides 17? My favorite WrestleMania besides 17? I'll go with WrestleMania 28 because I was there live. Who is my favorite women's wrestler? He says divas, but I'll say women's wrestler. Lita. Easy. I always loved Lita. Favorite wrestling DVD that I own. One of my favorite wrestling DVDs I owned is the Jake the Snake Roberts story. Just a great story. Well, shitty life, but how this guy's persevered and still alive is amazing. If you don't have that DVD, go get that. One of my other Job Corps friends, he wasn't in our wing crew that watched wrestling, but he watched wrestling on his own wing. We used to talk wrestling during out the week, and when we were bored, and maybe in class sometimes. He asks, who... Might be a basic question, but I'm going to throw it out there anyway. Who holds the longest reign as WWE champion ever? Bruno Sammartino. I believe it was 6 years. I believe. Sorry, it was 1963 to 1971. 8 years. Sorry. My last questions come from... Oh, sorry. Yes, my last questions come from Rabbi, Assault and Battery 777 on YouTube and on Twitter. Favorite part of WrestleMania weekend. My favorite part of WrestleMania weekend was walking in and seeing the stadium for the first time. There was a lot of great moments about it. I loved being with my dad, loved being with my best friend, loved being with all the people that I met. But that moment that you walked into WrestleMania with my dad by my side and my best friend beside my side, and we saw it all together. That moment that we saw the stage and everything, and the 78,000 people around us, it was just awe-inspiring. That's why we knew we loved this shit. Just that feeling that you got when you walked into that building. Favorite forgotten match. I went back and forth and racked it around in my brain, and all I could come up with is Triple H versus Vladimir Kozlov for the WWE Championship. The only thing that really is remembered of this match is that Jeff Hardy was supposed to be in it. Jeff Hardy, they made up the storyline that Jeff Hardy got beat up in the stairwell. I believe he's probably doing one of his drug capades. He probably couldn't go out there. I don't remember really the backstory. I'm sure it had to do with drugs. But Triple H and Vladimir Kozlov went out there and had a great match. A lot of the crowd, I remember being there live, shit on this match. But I've gone back and I've watched it since, and it's a great match. Just a great technical match. Yes, it wasn't high-flying, but Triple H isn't high-flying. Triple H showed really what of a great competitor he was in this match. Vladimir Kozlov put on a good match. And then at the end, of course, Edge came back and won the WWE title. Vicky Guerrero got on the mic and said, he's here! He's here! And everybody thought that they were talking about Jeff Hardy. And out came Edge to shock us all to win the WWE Championship. So that's my forgotten match. This is my Q&A. Triple H Guy 2004. Peace. See you guys later.